well, welcome back. This is Anna Kitney from Bergeron. Sorry I'm a bit late. I just rushed back from the gym. I was drying my hair. It's taken forever. So this is the second of my Facebook Lives. So bear with me. I'm still learning how to do these things. Um, this afternoon, what I'm going to do with you guys is to teach you how to actually manifest a soulmate or how to manifest an improvement in your existing relationship. So in the Facebook, I asked if you could write down your kind of the criteria for what you would like in your soulmate. Now, some people say, oh, well, when you manifest, you just trust that the creator will bring you whatever you wish, whatever's the highest and best. Now, there's two schools of thought to that. Yes, you can go with the flow and see what the creator of the universe brings to you, or you can get really clear on the kind of soulmate you would like to start sending out a different energy to the universe. So here's the challenge. Here's the problem. Most people are focused on what they don't want. So they're focused on the previous relationships that went wrong, thinking, well, I don't want a guy that cheats on me. I don't want a guy that is broke or a dropkick. I don't want a guy that's violent or abusive. And as long as you're focusing on what you don't want, that focus, that energy is being sent out into the universe, and that's what's being brought back to you. This is essentially like fundamentals of law of attraction. Now, when it comes to manifesting, there are more than one law for manifesting. Okay, so the law of attraction is just one law. I'm going to talk about some of the laws today and in the coming Facebook Lives, but there are more than just the law of attraction to manifest a soulmate. Now, as I said, when you're focusing on what you don't want because of the past hurts of previous relationships, that's essentially what you're sending out to the universe, and that's what you're creating. So you're manifesting. Maybe you're doing a visualization, maybe you're doing your vision board, whatever tool you're using to manifest. But if your predominant thought is what I don't want is what happened in the last relationship, that's essentially what you're attracting. So you can't manifest from a place of fear. So the first is actually getting clear on what you do want. So reviewing the relationships you've had in the past, thinking, well, perhaps in those relationships, what did work? What did I like about this particular person? What attracted me to this particular person? And writing that down. So maybe they had a great sense of humor. Maybe they were really intelligent, really clever. Maybe they misused it, but maybe they were really intelligent, really clever. Maybe they had, a really good body. They really took care of themselves. They were, into health. Maybe they went to the gym and worked out. Okay, so you really admire they took care and nurtured their body. So writing that list down. So I would ask that you, hello, Osama, you're back again. I don't know what country you're calling from, but it must be very late for you wherever you are. So thank you for coming back in again. Liliane, thank you. Welcome back again, my lovely. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to have a piece of paper, and as I'm speaking, I want you to start jotting down some ideas for the kind of soulmate you would like. So the first things, the things that should be at the top of your list are your non-negotiables, your non-negotiable. So let me give you an example. So several years ago, I was working with a client of mine, and she wanted to attract a soulmate. She was coming close to being 40, wanting to really get married and have children. For her, the clock was ticking. And she was dating a guy at the time, and that was great, in the bedroom. They had lots of laughs. And she really liked this guy. And so she asked me to do a future reading, to tune in, what's going to happen, in terms of her soulmate in the future. And I saw that this person was not the one. There were two things that were missing from her main criteria. She was 40. She was thinking about having children. The clock was ticking, and I saw that this guy does not want children. He's not interested in having children. That was the first thing. The second thing I saw was that he wasn't necessarily into spirituality. He didn't believe in God. He was an atheist. Now, my client goes to church on Sundays. Okay, she has a huge faith in the divine energy. She's done some of our Theta Healing classes, so very, very spiritual. She meditates. She practices, daily spiritual rituals to honor that divine force within her. And so the two things that were missing, the two important things that were missing, was that he didn't want children and he wasn't spiritual. And I could see that was going to be a lot of conflict and a lot of sorrow for her if she continued. And so I described to her, look, I say, this is the person I'm being shown in your future. This is what I'm being shown, that he wants family. He's very spiritual. I feel like you know this person. And I kind of described this person to her. Anyway, so eventually she did break up with this guy that she was dating. He really let her down. A very important time in her life, he really let her down. And that was really the sign from the universe telling her that, when it comes to like crunch time, when things get tough, he's not going to be there for her. And so, he was tested in some shape or form, and he failed the test. And that's when the relationship ended. So soon after she met the soulmate, she had known him since childhood. And she showed me, and obviously I got to meet him actually. I was like, oh my God, this is the man I saw in your future. The chiseled jaw, the beautiful lips, very handsome. very courageous, very deeply spiritual as well. And I could just see that he was going to make an amazing, amazing father. And now they're married and they're trying for a baby. So, what are your must haves when you think about the ideal soulmate that you want to spend the rest of your life with, right? So, that could be the next 50, 60 years, right? This is how long we're talking. Who is this person that not only you're going to fall in love with, but you're actually going to live with on a day-to-day basis? This companion, this team player that's going to join the journey in the rest of your life. Because a partner, a soulmate, is more than just romance. There's so much more that goes into a relationship. This person is going to be standing by your side. They're going to be supporting you through difficult times, through hardships. They're going to be your best friend, where you can tell them your secrets without fear of judgment, without fear that they're going to leave you, abandon you. That they know who you are, all of you, and they still love you, right? So that list. So I want you to start writing down your list. What are your non-negotiables? Non-negotiables. So for example, if health is really important to you, really, really important, that you're someone that, drinks your juices, okay? I'm on my juice fast, almost finished. Thank God. Been doing it for 3 weeks. All I can do is think about food. I digress. Coming back. So if health and fitness is really important to you, someone who takes care of themselves, exercises, eats healthy, maybe vegetarianism is important to you, maybe veganism is important to you. You may want to write that down, because if you're a vegetarian or a vegan and you're trying to meat eater, that may cause conflict over the dinner table for the next 50 years as you try and convert him or her to your way of eating. So if food and nourishment is important to you, then that is something you may wish to specify in your criteria, so that he exercises or she exercises, takes care of her health. And it's not about being superficial for the sake of vanity. This is really someone who honors their body temple and wants to take care of this vehicle that's going to take them through a very long life. And in order to live a long time, you need to honor this body temple, take care of it, because it's like the MOT. You've got to take care of it, nurture it on a day-to-day basis with good supplements, exercise, ample rest, good quality food, and so forth. So if that's important to you, you may want to write that down. A healthy, fit person. Okay. Next, I mentioned spirituality. So people that are drawn to my work have a spiritual tangent. I generally don't attract atheists. That doesn't really tend to happen. So people have a belief in some higher power, where they call it God, universal intelligence, the creator of all that is, the infinite intelligence of the universe. There's so many names for it. Jesus, Yahweh, Allah. There's so many beautiful names for the divine energy. So if spirituality is important to you, then I would write that down in your non-negotiables. So when I met my husband, I necessarily wasn't really spiritual. I thought spirituality had something to do with religion. And I was raised Roman Catholic, and I got a lot of mixed messages to do with what kind of God's message was versus what was happening in the home. So I had a lot of God beliefs I needed to clear, basically. And as I developed, as I grew through Theta Healing, my spirituality grew, my connection to the divine developed, and I developed my own relationship with the divine, the relationship that goes, that there's no judgment, that there's no hell, that, we're not bad people, just we're all good people, and sometimes we do bad things, where, the illusion of hell, has put people in a fear state. I choose to be a good person, not because I'm afraid of hell. I choose to be a good person because it makes me feel good. I don't feel good when I'm doing bad things or wrong things. So I just choose good things because of the way it makes me feel. If I help someone, if I've healed someone, it just completely makes my day. So I'm choosing to be kind. I'm choosing to be compassionate and caring towards others because of the way it makes me feel. So if spirituality is important to you, I will write that down as the top of your list. Okay, so next, someone who perhaps wants a family. So you may not want a family. So you want to specify that your soulmate also does not want a family. And so this is this is up to your free will. Something I've discovered when I've been working with clients and my students is a lot of women on a genetic level. We talked about this in yesterday's live Facebook feed yesterday. In our DNA, we carry beliefs from our ancestors. And sometimes there's a belief that's running that in order to justify your existence as a woman, you must have a child. Okay, so in the ancient times, in the olden days, where women were married off, and you were expected to have a firstborn son to legitimize the marriage. Okay, those kind of pressures. Some of those belief systems may still be running in your DNA. So you may not want children, but you may feel that you're a failure without them. So I want to tell you that you are not. If you choose not to have children, or you have not had children, it doesn't mean you failed as a woman. Our life purpose is more than just to breed. Okay, you have a greater purpose on this planet other than just having children. So I'm going to release some of that in an energy clearing session this afternoon with you. Fears around that somehow you are incomplete if you don't have a child or a family. However, if children are important to you, then you want to write down a soulmate who wants to be a parent, soulmate who wants a family. And it may be that, if you're in your 40s or late 40s, and maybe you're thinking maybe it's too late for me, maybe you explore other options. So maybe that soulmate already has a child and you become, I guess, a stepmother. Maybe you decide to adopt a child. So there's so many different ways to have children. There are couples spending so much money on IVF to have a child, and I understand you're wanting a baby, something that you've created with your partner. I understand that. But if it's not possible for you, then consider the possibility of adopting a child. There are so many children around the world who are waiting for parents. I was in Marrakesh, in Morocco, earlier this year, and one of my Theta Healing students has a charity out there for children, abandoned children. And it's incredibly well run. There's lots of staff there that really take care of the children. And there's children that have been abandoned, like from infants, from literally at 2 months old. These beautiful, beautiful souls with no parents in their culture, in the Muslim culture. And correct me if I'm wrong, but basically, if a woman falls pregnant out of wedlock, it's unholy, or somehow it's a sin, and she has to give away the child. Otherwise, there's no prospect of her marrying again. So she gives up this child. So that she can have the possibility of having a future. Sometimes these women have been raped, and this happens in every culture. It happens around the world. A big part of my work that I do with my clients and in courses is working with sexual abuse. This is something I'm very good at, working on healing, and it's not necessary to relive the trauma. This is not what healing is about. It's really about clearing that pain, so you can become aware of the lesson of why it happened and what it taught you from a higher perspective, so you can let go of the pain and forgive the person that did this to you, and to free yourself from that pain as well, so that it no longer becomes your story or identity. Okay, I'm feeling like we need to talk about that, but I'll do that on another live webinar, and also I'll talk about that on the meditation evening, because it's a big topic of when it comes to abuse, emotional, physical, mental, and sexual abuse, which holds many people back from actually accepting and receiving love. So yeah, coming back to this beautiful charity. So you may wish to consider adopting a child, maybe from your local country or going internationally. There are so many beautiful, beautiful babies just waiting for mums and dads. So there are many, many ways to have a child if you're not able to. But by any means, if you don't have a child, it does not undermine your validity as a woman on this planet. Okay. All right. Okay, so hopefully you've had a chance to write down at least maybe 3 or 4 criteria of the things that you would love to have this soulmate to have, some of the non-negotiables. Then further down the list is the things that would be nice to have, but if the person doesn't have that criteria, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so the things that the optional extras. Okay, so if you're ordering a car, the optional extras. Okay. So the most important aspect of the manifesting is really getting connected to is what you really want from your heart, not from a place of fear or what you feel is missing. So let me put that into context for you. So say that you are broke, you absolutely have no money, and you're trying to manifest a rich husband. That's not necessarily going to work. Now, I know that there are people out there who are gold diggers, and on behalf of women, guys, I apologize. This does happen, but it goes the other way around as well. But ladies, a man is not a plan. Okay, if you are struggling financially, looking for a man to rescue you in your financial debt, you're not a vibrational match. You're going to end up feeling very, very used and taken advantage of, because you're radiating that needy energy. So what I would ask you to do is first look at your belief systems on your own self-worth and why you're creating financial debt for yourself. This is a big topic, and again, I'm going to cover more about that on another Facebook Live. I'll be doing some money clearing with you as well, because money and sex is actually linked. The sacral chakra is a chakra for money, abundance, as well as sexuality, sexual energy, and creative force. So I'm going to talk about that in another Facebook Live. But coming back to my point is that you you can't manifest from a place of lack, is what I'm trying to say. You need to be a very vibrational match. It needs to be like for like. Okay, so it's not that you have to be rich to attract a rich soulmate, but you have to have a good relationship with money in order to attract someone who also has a good relationship with money. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to be on par in terms of income, okay, but you need to be a vibrational match, and that means having a healthy relationship with money yourself, working towards creating financial independence for yourself, and then being a vibrational match to that soulmate, rather than manifesting from a place of I don't have enough, I'm broke, I can't, I can't get, I can't, I'm unemployed, or whatever it is, whatever your story of poverty is, and trying to manifest a soulmate that's going to rescue you. I talked about this last night. The Disney princess, right? We're told that we can be rescued by a man in a knight in shining armor. He'll take us to his castle. What a load of crap. Okay, what a load of crap. Okay. So if you're waiting for that, you might be waiting a long time. Now, I'm not saying princes don't exist, but I'm saying you need to be a vibrational match to attract that prince. Okay, which means your self-worth has to be raised. You have to see yourself as the princess, have to see yourself as the queen. You have to raise your self-worth to be an equal match to someone of that same level. So when my students go through our classes, when their self-worth is increased, the standard and level of soulmate they'll increase will also increase. Okay, all right. So let's have a look. I've got quite a few people on the live today, so welcome. Hi, Imogen. Hello, my lovely. Hopefully, I'll see you at the Growing Relationships course this weekend. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm so excited. Hello, Dima. Maya, hello. Mehmet, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Selma. Hari, hello, my lovely. Hello. Sharuk, brilliant. So, okay, right. So, hopefully you've got your list written down. And as we're doing the manifesting meditation, if you think of anything else, then mentally you're going to add that criteria. So if you think, oh, I forgot, that's really important, then you add that. You can add that into the manifesting meditation. Okay, so the meditation process, I'm going to take you through. It's a guided meditation, so we're going to be doing it together. If you're listening to the recording, it's still going to work. You're going to be tapping into the quantum field we're going to create through this meditation. So you're going to be kind of hooked in to this energy as we create and manifest a soulmate. Now, for those of you who are listening who already are in a relationship, you may want to write down what you would like to improve in your existing relationship. So say, for example, that maybe you've gotten bored in that relationship, maybe you've got nothing to talk about. And I see this all the time. When I'm like sitting in a restaurant with my husband, I look around and I see these couples like staring at their phones, tapping away, and they're not really having a conversation, or they're drinking their wine and they're looking everywhere else but at each other. And I'm thinking, how sad, they've got nothing to say to each other. It's, to get to that point in a relationship where there's nothing to say to that person, and you're going to spend the rest of your life with that person sitting in silence. And I see this with couples who've been together for a long time, that their relationship becomes about the children, and they've forgotten how to be husband and wife or lovers. They've just become parents. And so when the children leave or grow up and no longer need them, that couple drift apart because there's nothing keeping them together, because the children are keeping them together and they've got nothing in common. So what if you are in a relationship and you'd like to improve it, what would you like to bring back into the relationship? Maybe you want to bring back the spark and the passion. Maybe you want to bring back the romance. Maybe you want him or her to surprise you. Okay, I love surprises. My husband gives me surprises. I just love it. Something unexpected. It just brings a spark back into our relationship. So if you're wanting to perhaps get connected, maybe sex has become mundane for you, and so do you want more spark in the bedroom? And so what kind of level of intimacy would you like in the bedroom? Where it's exciting and you feel connected, where that person they're making love to you, they're making love to all of you, rather than they're making love and going through the motions and just thinking about their head is somewhere else. Okay, so we're talking about all the chakras being connected, that you are one with that person in that moment of unity and bliss. Okay, so what would you like to create in your existing relationship? Maybe you're wanting more balance. Maybe you're not feeling equal in that relationship. Maybe one partner is trying to dominate, trying to be the alpha, trying to perhaps maybe making you feel submissive. And to be honest, you're allowing that on some level, on a subconscious level, due to your beliefs. You're allowing that to happen. Okay, So I'm going to take you through a guided meditation. So if you just close your eyes for me, take a nice deep breath and relax. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take you in a slightly different meditation to yesterday. So you're going to imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the chair that you're sitting on. You and the chair are one. Expanding further, you're going to imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the room that you're in. The furniture, the walls, the floors. You and the room are one. Expanding further now, you'll imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the city that you live in. All the people, all the buildings, every man, woman, child in your city. You're not being stretched or pulled, just simply sharing space and sharing molecules. Okay, expanding further, you'll imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with your country that you live in. Every blade of grass, the mountains, the valleys, the lakes. All the people of your country. Again, you're not being stretched or pulled, just simply sharing space and sharing molecules. And now imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the entire world. All the continents, all the nations, all the people, every man, woman, and child. The oceans, the whales, the dolphins, the coral seas. From the earth's core to the clouds, you and this earth are one. Expanding further now, you'll imagine it sharing space and sharing molecules with everything in our solar system. All the planets, the moons around those planets, the asteroids, the comets. You and our solar system are one. Expanding further now, you'll imagine it sharing space and sharing molecules with everything in our Milky Way galaxy. All the stars. Every star is a sun with the potential for life. So everything that exists in our Milky Way galaxy, the gases, the brilliance, you and our Milky Way galaxy are one. Expanding further now, you imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with all the galaxies in the universe. All the life that exists in all forms. The stardust, the vacuum of space. You and the universe are one. Expanding further now, beyond the universe, to the bright lights, the darker lights, the bright lights. This is what was known as the fourth plane of existence, the realm of our ancestors, all those that have gone before us, our spirit guides, animal totems. You can expand even further now into this beautiful golden light, and this golden light is the home of your soul. Only a small portion of you actually lives here on earth. The rest of you exists as a soul essence. This is where the angels, archangels, ascended masters reside, like Buddha, Jesus, Krishna, Ganesh, Lakshmi, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Jophiel, Lord Metatron. There's so many beautiful beings in this golden light, and you are part of this. Expanding further now, you'll imagine it sharing space and sharing molecules with what looks like a jelly-like substance with all the colors of the rainbow. And this is the laws of the universe, the sixth plane of existence. The law of time, the law of truth, the law of nature, the law of attraction, the law of magnetism, the law of gestation, the law of polarity, the law of cause and effect. So many laws. The law of compassion, that pink mist. Finally expanding now into this beautiful, pearly, iridescent white light. The energy of Source, the Creator, universal intelligence. You and the Creator are one. You are not separate, you're part of all that is. You are not separate, you're part of all that is. In this expanded state, I want you to feel the infinite possibility, the magnitude of who you are, who you have forgotten that you are. You are powerful. You're magnificent. Each soul is a beacon of light, light of potential, waiting to be expressed through you in this existence, in this time-space reality. Okay, it's from this place, connected to this energy, that you can create anything that you want. It's this place you can create instant healings, transform your beliefs, see your potential future, and manifest your dream life, your heart's desires. Just want you to breathe into this energy. Feel its essence. You may feel like a tingling on your skin or on top of your head. You may feel a lightness. So in this energy connected to divine sacred love, this is the place where we manifest. Then you become a vibrational match for all your heart's desires. Okay, so in Theta Healing we use commands. I'm going to say the command out loud. Creative all that is. It is command, I have this soulmate in my life now. Or creative all that is. It is commanded, I would like to improve my relationship with my existing soulmate in these ways. And it's now mentally, so if you're listening to this now or to the recording, mentally I want you to list your criteria for the things that you would like to have in your soulmate or in your existing relationship. The Creator is listening. So it's commanded, I have all of this in my life now, in the highest and best way. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it's done. Show me. And so now together we're going to be the witness. Witnessing is seeing, feeling, sensing, or knowing. And I want you to use your breath. And I want you to feel as though you have that soulmate in your life now. Not you're going to have, but now. Okay, so I want you to imagine like your life in a bubble. You're going to see yourself in this bubble. You're going to see yourself with this soulmate. You may not get a clear picture of what they look like. It doesn't matter at this point. Feel the energy and essence of that person. This person that you've attracted, that you've manifested. And just feel the feelings as though you have that person in your life now. I witness your beautiful life unfolding. I want you to feel the warmth of their skin, the tenderness of their touch. Feel yourself holding that person. Feeling that joy, that contentment, that happiness, that fulfillment. A soulmate that you wish to spend your life with. This companion. The soul that you'll spend this journey with through life, where you'll share many things together. Now, the universe responds to the currency of emotion, not words. So I want you to really feel the feelings as though you have that person in your life now. And that signal is going out into the universe right now. I'm holding this space for you to create this. That signal is going out into the universe. And all soulmates that match this criteria, that match this vibration, are responding. The universe is literally rearranging itself to make this happen for you, because you're doing it from a place of love, not fear. You know that anything is possible. On a deep level, you know that you are worthy. Regardless of what's happened to you in the past, you know you are worthy. And so as this picture inside this bubble unfolds, you're going to take a little bit of this pearly iridescent white light from the creator and bring it down into this bubble that is your life. And you're going to imagine like you're stirring it in a clockwise direction and see, feel, sense as you have this person in your life now, what would it feel like, what would it look like, smell like, taste like to have that person in your life. Make it as real in your mind's eye as possible. And allow the breath to come in. Breathe through this manifestation. Allow it to infuse every cell, molecule, atom of your body. And if you're creating an improvement in your existing relationship, see the improvements. See the better communication. See your love life, your sex life improving. See yourself sharing new adventures, having new conversations, new experiences that's going to grow and evolve your relationship. What's the next level that your relationship needs to be taken to? You may be ready for a deeper commitment, deeper intimacy, new adventures. That may mean traveling, spending more quality time together. So what are these experiences? I want you to see those experiences being shared. Okay, and soon this bubble that is your life is filled with this pearly iridescent white light. You're going to take this bubble and you're going to place it inside your heart. You're going to embody this manifestation. It has already happened. The universe has heard your call. Your soulmate has been ordered from creator.com. Truly it has. Truly. And just know that there's more than one soulmate. The universe is bringing you plenty, and you will have a choice. There's never a lack in the universe. There is plenty. Beautiful, well done. And as this energy enters your heart, it's going to radiate through the rest of your body. Breathe. Embody this manifestation. Feel the essence of the soulmate coming to you now. Okay. Now you're going to get some ideas or insights as your next step, an action step. So in order to receive, you need to be willing to, in order to kind of accept your manifestation, to be open to receiving. And part of receiving is taking some form of inspired action. This inspired action should feel loving, it should feel exciting, maybe a little bit fearful, but certainly it should be joyful and exciting. Okay, if you're thinking, oh, I could do that, but I don't really want to do that, and that's the wrong action. So we're looking for inspired action. So what does the divine energy tell you? So I want you to listen. Trust your first thought. What's the guidance you're receiving from the creator as your kind of action that you can take? And maybe one or two things that you do. Okay, for some of you, I'm hearing you need to buy some new lingerie, ladies. New lingerie. Okay, to get your sexy on. Okay. Okay, some of you need to work on some of your beliefs to increase your self-worth. So there may be some deep work that needs to be done to heal some old wounds so that you can be free of past pain. Okay, so some of your action step may be to organize a date night. So put that in your calendar as soon as possible. Within the next 24 to 48 hours, organize a date night. Okay, some of you who'll be listening to the recording I'm hearing will have been kind of, I guess, you've kind of put yourself away in a cupboard, you've been hiding, you've been invisible, scared to put yourself out there. So now it's about being visible, being seen, because allowing yourself to be visible. So you're going to attract the right soulmate to you. Because in this manifestation, we sent a specific request. We just didn't ask for any man or any woman. We asked for a specific one. That criteria is going out to the universe, and the universe is responding, and that's what you're going to attract. Okay, so listen to that inspired action. It may be one or two things you need to do. And again, just trust your first thought. You might feel like, oh, I'm just making stuff up. Just go with your first insight. take a nice deep breath. And slowly open your eyes. Whew. Okay, we are in the zone. Oh, tell me, how are you feeling? I saw some really amazing people you guys were manifesting. I see more people have joined us, so welcome. Yeah, let me know, how do you feel after that manifesting meditation? Did you see the soulmate? Did you feel that soulmate? Are you optimistic and hopeful that that soulmate's going to come to you? Did you feel that there's more than one soulmate? Some of you, I saw where there were several soulmates showing up for you, and you kind of get to pick from a smorgasbord. Okay, and this is we live in a universe of plenty. Okay, this concept of not enough, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. When you think about the air you breathe, you never think, oh, I'm going to run out of air. You just assume there's always going to be air, right? But when it comes to soulmates, we seem to think there's not enough soulmates on the planet. Now, I don't know the population of the Earth, but there's like 7 million people in London within the M25, right? So that's a lot of people just within London. So I don't know how much this globe, but I think it's like 7 billion or something crazy like that, right? So one soulmate for you guys, I'm pretty sure. And if you are in a relationship, I'd like to hear what you guys are, wanting to improve in that relationship. Okay, so Harry's saying, I'm feeling peaceful, beautiful, good. That's what we want. Absolutely. I'm really blissed at the moment. I'm really blissed out. I'm still expanded and connected to everything. It's from this place you guys need to exist. Always be connected. ABC, always be connected. If you can do this meditation on a daily basis, like wake up in the morning, expand out and remain here, life will become amazing, amazing. I guarantee it. Harry said, I saw him. Well done, Harry. Well done. Okay, he's on his way then. He's on his way. It's been delivered. Lucy you felt really real. Good, good. The more you can make it real in your mind's eye, the more you can engage that manifestation. Yeah, so awesome, awesome. Hey, Simran, my lovely. Hello. I have the idea of this person, but keep telling myself I have to adhere to free will, and this or better will come to me. Thank you, Simran. That's actually a really good point. So you manifest for your ideal soulmate, and we always ask for the creator this or greater or this or higher. So whenever I say in the highest and best way, I just trust the creator will bring me whatever I'm manifesting. Okay, whatever I'm manifesting, creator will bring me what I want, or even better. Okay, even better than I can imagine. So when we say highest and best, just trust that you may get exactly what you need, and be open to what shows up for you. So thank you, Simran. That's a really, really good point. Really good point. Okay, Sharuk, I don't know if I saw him. Not sure about it. Okay, that's okay. So the recording will be available after. You can watch it. You can rewatch this at any time. So if you like, you can repeat this process. If you are in the UK, then obviously come along to the meditation evening. So I've got the link there in the post at the top. The meditation evening. This will be in London this Thursday on the 27th of September. It'll be myself and a colleague of mine, Tatiana. So I think she's just arrived from Russia. She's just flown in, and we'll be co-teaching the meditation evening and also the growing relationships class on the weekend. So I'm really, really excited. So Tatiana is in a successful marriage as well. So we both Tatiana and I have worked on our belief systems with marriage, and so this is something we know a lot about, something we've experienced ourselves. We've gone through the kind of part of a lot of the marriage cycle, from the romance part to getting married to having children, to kind of being companions and team players in our life as well. So I support my husband supports me. So we have like real experience, and I've seen about 10,000. I think I've lost count now. I think it's over 10,000 people in one-to-one sessions. So that's a lot of people I've done healing on. And the number one thing people come to me is for love. That's the number one thing. Second thing is money. And the third thing is health. They're wanting improved health. But usually love is like, where's my soulmate? I can't attract him. I attract these type of guys. Can you help me? It's the most common thing that people come to me for. So the meditation evening is, it's going to be a huge event. It's going to be about 200 people, guys. So get your tickets early. I don't know how many there's tickets left, but get your tickets early. It's slightly cheaper if you bring a friend. So if you've got a soulmate, bring them with you. Okay, so I can do an energy clearing for both of you. And we're going to have a special guest performer as well. It's just been added so that we're going to have a gong bath as well. It's brand new. I got guidance that we needed to do a gong bath with the meditation. So this is using sound healing, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's going to blow your mind. I just totally get blissed out when we have a gong bath. We're going to have Todd on these huge, big, massive gongs. It's just going to rock the house. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And there'll be myself and Tatiana doing more energy clearing. We're taking you through a special manifesting meditation. It's actually a more powerful one. So I'll be teaching that with you on the meditation evening in London, and that's live. So you can go to the website and book that. If you are a Theta Healer, so if you've done the basic and advanced course, then I encourage you to enroll on the Growing Relationships class. You and your significant other. This will be this Saturday and Sunday in London at the Holiday Inn in Bloomsbury. And this will be delving much deeper into your belief systems to do with attracting a soulmate and really creating lasting love. What it takes, not just to create, the 5-minute romance, but what it takes to actually have lasting love in a relationship where you've got longevity, that you're not getting bored, that there's still passion in the bedroom, that you're still being respectful, that you still have things in common, that you can talk more, you can have other conversations other than about the kids. We cover things to do with conflict with money in marriage. As I mentioned in the Facebook Live yesterday, the number one cause of divorce is money. Number one cause is people fighting over money. And so we're going to be working on some money beliefs in class around fighting for dominance, who's earning more, who's earning less, trying to earn or keep. So exploring some of those beliefs so that you can feel supported regardless of your income status in that relationship, how a marriage changes with having children, how a marriage is influenced by the in-laws getting involved. Sometimes that happens. How sometimes a relationship, a marriage can be strained by disease. So for example, if you become a carer to your partner, that can cause a strain on the marriage as well. So this class is essentially a recipe for marriage success. What Vine Stable has created with this particular curriculum, this course, is absolutely phenomenal. It's one of the best classes in terms of working on soulmates. When I did this class as a practitioner, and then a year later as a student, I experienced massive changes in my marriage. I mentioned this in the last Facebook Live that I was on the verge of, wanting to have a divorce with my husband. And this was the course that really started to transform my mindset about what I was creating in the relationship, why I was obligating my husband to do certain things, what lessons was I learning. And here's a really cool belief I released. So listen up, right? So I was obligating my husband not to work so that he could stay at home and look after the children so I could go out and work, right? How mental was that, right? So I was obligating my husband to be weak so I could be strong, right? It was just crazy, right? So when I released this belief of keeping my husband small so that I could go and be big, because I teach a lot. I travel the world. I see clients. I run the UK's leading training organization for Theta Healing. I'm very, very busy. And so my calendar's pretty full. And so I'm not always home on weekends. And so my husband has been an amazing father for my kids, taking care of them on weekends when I've been teaching. And this is something I'm going to be addressing for next year, is teaching a little bit less, getting Vanya and Skylar to teach some more. They're awesome instructors. You'll get to meet them in upcoming events, and really allowing myself to spend a little bit more time with my kids, and just teaching several key events throughout the year rather than 30 courses a year, which is just been too much. So and when I freed myself from this belief of holding my husband back, literally that day I come home and said, oh, I've just got this project. My husband's a CGI artist. A project came in. I'm back on track. My business is growing, and I was so overjoyed. I was so overjoyed because this stuff works. So I cleared my stuff, and it freed my husband to be the best man he could possibly be. So we're looking to get some support with the children now so that we can both focus on careers and also make time for our kids as well as a family, rather than him feeling like he's a stay-at-home dad all the time. So it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was life transforming. It was life transforming, where not only has our marriage improved, but also our family life as well. So the Growing Relationships class is a profoundly deeply healing class. So if you've done the Feeling Basic and Advanced class, then I encourage you to enroll on this particular class. You can get the details on the website. I'm going to post the link for you in Facebook. So just bear with me. If you've got any questions, just post it into the Facebook chat and I'll answer any questions before everybody has to go back to work, because I know it's your lunch break. Obviously, if you're listening in from another country, I have no idea what time it is for you. It's either very, very late or it's very, very early. So thank you for staying on. That's the link just there. I've posted it at the bottom of the chat for the link for the Growing Relationships. Okay, so, okay, Liliane is saying your whole body is shaking. So allow your body to shake. It's a release of energy. Allow your body to shake. Yeah, sometimes we're releasing our trauma through shaking. So allow your body to shake. Use your breath and release the energy. Okay. All right. Lucy's saying beautiful meditation. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Thank you. I hope you're going to come on Thursday. I miss you. I miss you. I'd love to hear all about your adventures. Okay. Okay. No questions? Okay, guys. Well, yeah, I'm going to log off the Facebook Live. I know some of you have got to go back to work. So yeah, I'll be back on Facebook Live tomorrow. I will let you know on Facebook what time it's going to be. I'm not sure if it's going to be a lunchtime or an evening. I have to check my calendar because I've got to catch up with Tatiana. She'll be arriving from Russia. So we'll probably do a Facebook Live with Tatiana, so you get to meet Tatiana and feel her energy, a beautiful, beautiful soul. And she's a powerful manifester, guys. Powerful manifester. So you're going to be in for a treat. So thank you so much, everyone, and lots of love. And yeah, I look forward to hearing all about your manifestations, and we'll see you on the meditation evening this Thursday night. Okay, bye.